This Weather Scope is sponsored by Fancy Feast Gourmet Cat Food. Good taste is easy to recognize.
This is Weather Scope.
And Maine are going to all new heights to get rid of newly fallen snow. Welcome to Weather Scope. I'm Janetta Jones.
Boy, that is a tough job there, and that is ice. Did you see the trees too? There's ice on the trees. So we're talking about that wet snow out there and ice. That is a back-breaking job.
I'm glad I don't have to face that tomorrow.
Likewise. Well, anyhow, we do have some scenes of what's going on in the Northeast. First of all, we'll stop in Boston. Hey, that's fog back there. You can see a little bit of the fog. Umbrellas, newspapers, anything that would keep you dry, good today. And yeah, look at that. Still some of those snow piles around, and they're going to be around for several more months. We're used to those. And northward to Portland, yuck. We have the slush out there. And have you ever been splashed by that slush standing like on the side of the road? That is no fun at all. This is sort of a mess out there today, and winter weather advisories in effect through tonight. So you know what's coming back in? More of this sleet, freezing rain, snow. We have a bit of that right now. So sort of sloppy air right now. We do have Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine with history of big snow totals. Right now, though, most of the precip off the coast, but it is waiting out there. A couple times so far recently, just missed, so to speak. There's a big upper air disturbance traveling out across North Carolina tonight. If that one had caught up, it would have pulled that moisture back in, and this would have been a much bigger storm, but in a way we got off easy this time. Over to Baltimore, Washington, snow coming in at the tail end. Actually, it's snowing at Dulles right now, but in the city of Baltimore, Washington, rain showers. If it all goes perfectly, maybe an inch of snow in the northern, far north and western suburbs, but chances are we won't even see that. Where the snow is falling, back towards the Appalachians and the Blue Ridge out that way. Looking over to our radar, some snow showers around Nashville. Snow into West Virginia, a bit of a break, another shot coming on in. And we do have that rain expanding as that upper air disturbance starts taking effect here. It's possible that the very back edge may be a few flurries on the end of this. Nothing like last week, though. Over to Boston. See ya, it's out of here. The first shot of moisture gone. Later tonight, the next one's coming in. Remember the moisture in North Carolina? That's what's coming in late tonight and tomorrow morning. So over to southern Massachusetts, maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow. Eventually that crawls up the coast. Back over to Baltimore, we have rain down to D.C. I suspect, though, maybe up toward Westminster and Carroll County, or maybe out toward Frederick, you're probably seeing a rain-snow mix or just snow. And there will be some accumulations probably on the grass, but again, not that big of a deal at all. Looking over to the Great Lakes, some snow showers. It's been snowing in some of the Lake Belt areas today. It hasn't been terribly cold, although at Green Bay it's been sort of chilly today. In the south, snow showers in Nashville, temp above freezing, so no problems with the roadways at the present time. 42 in Atlanta, 48 Jackson, starting to cool off, but not terribly cold. Here's the radar. There's that snow heading back to West Virginia. With more about the West, here's Janetta.
All right, we put this into motion and talk about the onshore flow for the Pacific Northwest. It has meant lots of rain and some snow for the higher elevations, not to mention some very windy conditions buffeting the coastline here. Northern California has gotten some rain, but not as far south as San Francisco. I know you saw it yesterday, but probably not going to get it today. May get it tomorrow for Super Bowl Sunday. Here's a peek at the Northwest. We see the rain all along I-5. It is affecting you in Seattle, as well as Portland and Eugene and Salem, and we are talking about snow in the higher elevations. Do anticipate some windy conditions if you're out and about doing some traveling this evening. Maybe you're going to dinner, or possibly a movie, or doing a little shopping. We are going to see some rain all the way southward towards Eureka, but not so much into Ukiah or San Francisco or Sausalito. Now, we have had these gale warnings in effect all day, and they take us right on through Saturday evening, all the way south towards Point St. George. We've also had some heavy surf advisories in effect, and you can see why. With the front moving in, we've got very windy conditions, and that really whips up the surf, as you well know. There you have it. Snow in the higher elevations, rain in the lower elevations. And this is just a sign of things to come. The weather pattern is not going to be switching dramatically anytime soon. However, look at Southern California. High pressure in control for you guys. Looking great in Las Vegas. No problems in LA. And a lot of folks been looking at San Diego lately thinking, maybe I'll go there this weekend. Well, there's a lot of folks going there this weekend, and the weather looks pretty good. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Checking out National Radar. Boy, we got things going on here in the east and things going on here in the northwest. How about your forecast? Well, Rich has a look at it right now.
All right, thank you, Janetta. As we check out the forecast, here it comes. Sort of like this forecast because it's a little bit tricky here where we are going to see some snow. Again, maybe the tail end of it sweeping through tonight across northern North Carolina. Oh, a little bit of snow, possibly. May just end as cold rain, but anyhow, it shouldn't be much. Over to Baltimore and D.C., maybe a light coating on the grass.